Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Chris is here, smiling, looking good. Adam is here, living the dream in Costa Rica. See Avi in the crowd, and Eric and a handful of our friends. Market maybe on the verge of war again, but does the market continue forward? Emblem claim is over. 1,138 people hopping on board the Emblem train. Rewards have been distributed, 6 more to go, and probably a million questions along the way. But we're here having a good day. How are we feeling, guys?
Bro. Never ends, man. You just got to keep grinding. There's a lot of fucking challenges in business, man. I'm always reminded, because my wife comes back with like stories from the real, which is like dealing with government entities and stuff. And bro, shit is hard, man. Shit is really hard. I'm very thankful that we generally deal with awesome people in what we do, and everybody's kind of moving in the same direction. So, but sometimes there are challenges there. You just got to put it in perspective and say these aren't really challenges, and we fucking solve problems. Like that's what our team does. And I'm really proud of how we handle ourselves. So
every time, man, every time. Yeah, we got hit with 3 major upgrades on Migrate Fun all at one time this week. Pump Fun, big upgrade, Radium upgrade, and Phantom did an upgrade, and it broke some things along the migration pathway, but you just got to handle customers and users, make the fixes, and move on. How we feeling, our AI overlord, Chris?
Yeah, what's good? Feeling pretty good today. Feeling pretty good. Had a pretty massive breakthrough last night. I tried mouth tape for the first time ever.
No, really, dude. Report back from the trenches, bro. I might go buy that today. Was it good? Was it something really? I've been debating it for a while.
It increased my REM sleep by an hour. So
motherfucker, holy shit, lucid dream time, baby.
So we'll run it back. I'll give an update next week after some more data pulls up. But
your big snorer?
Wow,
is that what it solves?
Dry when I wake up, so I breathe through my mouth. But
that's crazy.
From the trenches,
an hour extra of REM is like that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. That's like because you usually get like 1 hour and 15 or 1 hour of 30 of REM is like pretty standard. I was in over 230, so we'll
holy
see.
Shit, dude. Did you wait? Did you use like the Pro one, or you just bought like the regular fucking?
Find one on Amazon that has 10,000 sales last month because that's what they all do. And sleeping good. I always sleep good, but I'm always trying to take it up a notch. Anyone that knows me knows sleeper. I have an 8 sleep. It's like the best thing that you can buy for your sleep. And then now I'm a mouth taper. So get with it. I will update further.
Well, I'm honestly right after the show, I'm ordering. I've been debating. I go, should I get it? And I'm, stupid to just go buy it. Yeah.
So huge moves being made. And then the trenches, man, markets are pretty good. They're just being markets. Emblem build is looking good. I onboard new users every day. If I follow you, there is a 1,000% chance that you have a DM from me telling you to get on this platform. So life is good over here.
Have been, absolutely crushing it. We got some big updates coming, man. If anyone could really see what's happening behind the scenes of all the craziness, they're going to find out here pretty shortly. But the cool part is it feels, at least internally, that Migrate Fun and Emblem are now finally starting to slowly merge into each other one by one, which is an awesome feeling. Woke up today, a new migration set up and launched called, which one is this? Billy. So Billy has been launched. There was a nice announcement. They're already at 23%, man. It feels good not having to get on Migrate Fun calls anymore. we had to yesterday for some tech support, but the product is getting a lot more battle tested. People are understanding. I'm seeing people recommend and different types of reach outs for Robinhood and all these different things. But shout out to Bybit Billy, who was supposed to be the Bybit cat printer. And now they are migrating. So I don't know if they're going to change their name or they're going to be, or what they're going to do, but they are migrating. So shout out to them. 23%, pretty good within the first few hours or so, or whatever time it was set up today, which was at 1 a.m. So it's been about 12 hours almost.
Have you guys seen any news on Printer? Is Printer dead?
I think they're like dead.
Come on, man. Come on.
I like them though. I like them. We were supposed to integrate them, and then they just like stopped responding. We like got kind of far with them. just bailed on
It is
us.
amazing how many like teams just right at the finish line, just fucking wheels fall off, man.
Literally every time.
Had like motion for like a day, and then when they try to do a token sale or something, and it all unraveled in like an hour.
It wasn't that the founder that had like he took a mental health break right after the race. Like,
literally, it's like
Yeah.
it's over. I've stepped down as CEO. It's like, bro, you just started. What the fuck are you talking about? It's crazy. Incredible, bro.
Yeah, it just shows that, you know, launch pads, although they're a technical thing, they're mostly social. A lot of people can't withstand the type of resentment and pain and things that people throw at you. Honestly, this year with Migrate Fund, I feel like I can handle anything.
Ready,
you know,
bro,
I'll probably
I'm ready.
eat, I'll
want
probably,
that success, bro.
I'll probably eat those words at some point, but I feel like after Migrate Fund, dude, I could handle anything. Like the nightclubs, working in the nightclubs was one thing. That taught me that I can handle any digital conversation. It's much different than somebody spending $100,000 yelling at you for things out of your control. But yeah, you know, removing that barrier is good. And so yeah, I'm excited for the next things to come. I think a lot of our community is going to be happy. The emblem claim ended yesterday with 1,138 people out of it. A lot of people, a lot of eligible. 1,100 got over the 1,000 barrier. We surpassed the amount of hustle holders, so we're almost to 2,500 away from flipping Tensorium, and prizes have been pretty stable for a while, which is fine. You know, you just need catalysts to continue to get that going. We've distributed 7 rewards so far. Tamachi, which was a migration, and then 6 donated tokens of Signs, Mock, DCAI, Ducky Capital, Ornith, KAI, and Ace Data Cloud. So those ones were donated, as we said. Those are all Migrate Fund alumni. We cannot force them to give us anything, right? They're already migrated, but they're gracious enough, and they support us that they wanted to donate. We're spreading these out over a few days, starting with the one with the smallest amount of USD value going to the largest. I saw somebody in like the chat saying there should be $10 million in rewards or something like that from all the donated projects. You know, it was 100K when they'd first donated. I think it's dropped down to like 70 or 60 USD value or something like that. But, you know, you get this spread over a 90-day period. So you guys will see. Staking program works just like most staking programs. It's your staking power, which is your amount of emblem that you've staked multiplied by the amount of months. So if I had 1,000 emblem and staked it for 12 months, which is 1 year, then that becomes 12,000 staking power. We're at 28.72% of the supply staked. 20% of that is locked for 180 days or more. So 60. Yeah, so 6 months, actually quite crazy, quite wild, but nonetheless good to see. Oh, here's a bug that I found. I'm gonna have to turn that into the devs. But nonetheless, a lot of exciting things to come. We'll have those rewards distributed by the start of next week, and we have some fun stuff coming out next week for Emblem and Emblem build as we continue to run it up. I think it's going to be a really cool experience. People will be very excited, especially our builders. Nonetheless, so we're thinking of you. I just got off the Definitive show talking with the different AI builders and such. And every time I talk with AI builders, I'm just always convinced we have the best product. Like I support all the other builders, but people always, all the interviewers always ask us the most questions. They're always so interested in like what we're doing. And it's because everyone is using it. So it's really, really awesome to see. Yeah. Sorry, Adam, couldn't get you on stage. I said only one person per team. I know I tried to fight for both of us, and they're like one person only. It's like, damn, okay, fine.
Oh, it's awesome, man. I'm super psyched about what's coming in the next week or so. So get ready, guys. If you are not paying attention, pay attention. In the next week or so, we're gonna have some exciting updates, bro. Sure.
Yeah, I want to circle back to something we were talking about on Tuesday on Robinhood, which was this new intersection of memes and RWAs. Remember we were talking about this, that there was a coin who was a meme coin that was paired against NVIDIA. Apparently, that idea has gone ballistic. $28 million in trading volume yesterday for meme coin times stock pairs on Robinhood. I think Banker is one of the teams that are at the forefront of this. I was trying to look at their volume. I couldn't tell completely what they had there, but they are doing a really good job. So shout out to the Banker team. I think also Uniswap is starting to capture some. So is this the opportunity to where EVM starts taking back some of those tokenized equities from Solana? I like a few weeks ago before Robinhood launched, I think Solana had like 97% of tokenized equity trading. Now it's going to start going back the other way.
Very interesting. I mean, Banker, give him credit again for keep taking shots, man. And I don't know how much of a winner this is. We'll see. I think I've said I don't really fully get it, other than because it would seem to me almost the stock is, I guess if it's a wildly moving stock, that could be really interesting. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's one of these funny ones. Changing the paired token. I don't know. Why not memes with memes then? Or how does this play out? I don't know exactly what the deal is like, but the narrative caught a little bit of fire for sure.
If you look at their dashboard, so GameStop GME is the largest one, $8 million market cap, $7 million in trading volume. Mars Coin is a $1 million market cap with $3 million in volume. I'm assuming, I'm going to look into these, but I'm assuming Mars Coin's probably paired with SpaceX. GME is probably with GME. There's an AMC one. I'm going to look through these, but Chris, what's your thoughts on these?
Oh man, I just don't think it's real. I don't think any of that. I think it's fake. I think it's just another fake ass narrative that people are trying to push that no one actually wants. That's why I don't think it's real.
Like, to explain to me, Chris, because this is what my brain doesn't get. Okay, so we make a phony token, GameStop, and we pair it against the actual GameStop. What's the interesting thing about that?
Yeah, I mean, whether they don't need to increase liquidity. So unless they're trying to entice the GameStop stockholders to somehow exchange their GameStop tokens, tokenized GameStop tokens for the GME that's backed by the game. It's just the pools it seems fake. I don't think it's real. So that's my.
If you look at this, so this one's Mars Coin, SpaceX. It even says that zero liquidity here. The weird thing is, like, when I go to Dex Screener and I type in some of these CAs here, it shows like mixed results. Like the volume that it's showing on Banker, it isn't exactly what it's showing on Dex Screener. I don't know if like Dex Screener just can't handle these type of pairs. It's just like broken or something like this. So here's one. This is the one. This is NVIDIA. So it's somebody made a NVIDIA meme coin and they paired it against NVIDIA. It has $2 million in trading volume.
That's what they did with the GameStop one as well. It's a GameStop GME coin, a new one paired with the GameStop stock.
Yeah, I don't know. If you were to create one of these pools, if you had to choose a stock to pair it against, which one would you do?
SpaceX. I think SpaceX is the easy one, but GameStop is obviously the memeable one. But is there any like?
I'll just do it with the Robinhood stock, like I said last week.
With Robinhood. Yeah, you're right. There you go.
That's obvious. Sure.
Let's do the most boring one. Let's do like IBM or like Intel.
Palantir would be a funny one.
Palantir would be a good one too. But I mean, what is it? Okay. So now we've done this like thing with I don't know. Maybe it's
yeah, it's fake.
But it's super fake in that it's like at least the memes could go to infinity, right? My GameStop meme coin can go to $50 million and not be tied. It's not anything, right? Yeah, I don't know. It might honestly, like Chris, I think it's more of just fake, and this is the attention event that people are looking for. I mean, dude, it's literally gonna be every stock on earth is gonna have 50 of them against them. And what it is, I mean, yeah.
What's it
Does that actually increase the buy pressure on these tokenized stocks? Does that actually raise the price of the stocks?
That's what they're claiming, but I mean, what's it take to get $8 million, like $200,000 in
It's
trading,
nothing, right?
100,000 in wash traded volume for 12 hours? Like, I mean, these aren't real. No one's doing that. No one's interested in that.
It's all
pay,
fake,
pay me
right?
out my LP rewards in Andrew L. Something like that. Something crazy. Another interesting project that started to take off had a rough start, and was kind of confused on this founder for a little while. He had a lot of success, then he tried a bunch of things, felt like he was like throwing his whole business away, and now it's all over my timeline again. Adam from TokenWorks, if you've seen his new thing called Fake World Assets.
Yeah.
I seen Path and a bunch of like the NFT community and such tweeting about this. A bunch of really cool tweets. I'm gonna pull up one of those here shortly. Have you guys been following?
Yeah, I mean, basically, what I understand, the first version of it, basically lost a punk, and he reimbursed the guy who lost the punk. So apparently, this is the version 2, and it seems to be working. In that, I mean, look, he's in a sweet spot in that he's got followers with substantial resources and substantial NFTs and stuff who are willing to throw punks in there because it, raises attention for punks, and, they can play around with it. It's just like he's in the rich person club. And so launching this sort of system, he's got a lot of backers. I mean, we joked about it. This is like his 5th or 6th swing in the last, year. But people will keep throwing money at it because these are big money players. And it had a nice run over the last 24 hours. Like the underlying token had a nice run.
Yeah. So I'm gonna read through a little bit of what OX Quit said. He said FWA is an on-chain gotcha pool where people deposit an NFT plus some ETH of their choosing. The ETH that's deposited is called the backing. It does 2 jobs. It sets how likely the NFT is to get selected. The less backing equals higher chance. And it acts as a standing buyback offer. So if you guys know how like gotcha works, this is being popularized with like the tokenized Pokemon cards and stuff. They take a bunch of cards, say Pokemon cards, and then they'll create their own packs that you could rip open. And if you get something rare, the gotcha team will buy back the valuable card at, I think it's like 80 or 85% of its value or something like that. So he basically implemented that here. So when you buy a pool, you pay a weighted price based on all the NFTs. The protocol draws 1 NFT at random from the live pool. You could keep the NFT or accept an 85% of the backing, right? So if you pull a punk and the floor is 42 ETH, then you'll get like a 36 ETH offer, whatever that the number comes out to. The inverse weighting is the interesting part. Cheap back listings get drawn way more often. High back listings have rare pools. Why deposit? So if you deposit, then you get what's called the FWA token. That's the underlying token. I think it also has like a higher swap fee. That's like what he's known for. Like if you remember the strategies when they launched, it was like a 10% swap fee. I don't know what it is here.
He was doing like 5%, I think. But he was saying he was going to maybe reduce it because people were getting pissed.
I'm not surprised. So when somebody had deposited a punk, the punk was backed by 33 ETH. And so the chance to pull it was 1 in 250,000. So recently a bunch of people have been spinning. I think it costs to pay for a pull, essentially, I think has to do with like some sort of weighted average with the value of the pool. But in this example, it was like 0.06 ETH per pool. And somebody ended up pulling the punk. And so that's what was catching a lot of attention. Now you could see people are coming in and depositing stuff here. So right now it looks like I have it pulled up here on the live screen. So to do a pull is 0.07 ETH. And people are currently pulling things like a Nakamigo, which is 0.1 ETH value. A bunch of these 10,000 tokens are 0.02 or 0.03. So people are, you lose money. and it looks like it's mostly 10,000 tokens and and Nakamikos that are in there. But it's a cool game. This is kind of like what we've been talking about like a year and a half ago. Was NFTs need like their application era. Like seems so obvious that's what's coming. People, as like Adam said, people have tens of millions, some hundreds of millions of dollars value in NFTs that they just want to do stuff with. Obviously, crypto, the first thing that they want to do is gamble with it. But obviously, there's other types of utilities. So it's a big win. I think it's a big win for the NFT community because it gets people interested in. Maybe it makes them even think about all of like the lost value that they have, but it gets them doing stuff with their NFTs.
Well, I mean, he figured out, give him credit. Like he figured out the gotcha mechanic using on-chain mechanism, which is like, okay, well, if you put in a punk, you have to put in a corresponding amount of ETH that you're willing to basically accept as like a buyback or whatever, so you have to, he figured out that mechanism, which we've talked about before, has been like the superpower of all these gotcha games, which is like the immediate buyback mechanism. And so, credit to him, man. I mean, look, it failed and at the beginning and he lost whatever. He lost 50 grand launching it the first time. But credit to him for sticking to it and doing it again. And, he's got a runner. So good for him, man. Hard to do.
Good for him. Maybe I should start playing. Maybe I should take like a bunch of my
I could put my lazy lions in there, bro. Do you think I get anything for those? Or my fucking Yetis, bro. Go find out the Yetis. Got to pull up some fucking old, my old wallets. Got to find those and pull them up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
What else is going on in the crypto world today? I see the market's down. Everyone's fearful war is coming. Some of that nature. I haven't seen really any other interesting.
Well, the interesting one is the stable chain, right? So this is like, I don't know, is it Tether's fucking blockchain?
Are people just creating assets on like all these like obscure?
It was like the
chains?
first, the first meme was created, and dude, the chain itself tweeted about the meme. So, people, the smart people in the room are aware that creating memes on these chains, this is brings the attention, and so yeah, the main account was tweeting about whatever it's called, Feather or what the fuck ever meme coin it is. And I don't know what it went to. It didn't like rip go crazy, but I think it was at like 10 million or something like that earlier today.
Yeah, it looks like here's Kook showing it. Pfeffer.
Vlad just dropped his own meme coin.
That's really?
Well, I mean, he basically tweeted out.
It just dropped right now, 3 minutes ago. It's called.
Oh, he just dropped another one.
Yeah, I put it on the Nest.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
That's insane.
Did he tweet about it?
I put in the Nest. Look at it.
Oh yeah, here it is. So ahead of earnings, we've been thinking about something. So Vlad, here's the token. What do you think the market cap is at already?
25 million already.
It's got to be like 100 million or something like that.
So
I mean, the guy's smart. He likes playing the game. Could also obviously be like a hack too, right?
Yeah, right.
I don't think he's getting.
That would be a crazy hack, man.
Seems like it's only at 2 million.
It's only at 3 million? No way, bro.
It's a hack. I don't know. Maybe
is that his real account, dude? Did we get fucking? That's crazy.
Has the official Robinhood Vlad's account. So
yeah, it says, and yes, this will also be listed on Robinhood app. Everyone's saying that it's hacked.
Yeah, I mean, this seems like a hack to me, bro. That seems like a hack, dude. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Someone probably hacked him. It's funny because everyone's confused. This was kind of like this with the Donald Trump coin as well.
Yep.
Everyone was like, "Is this real? Is it not real?
Real risk right here."
Yeah.
Wild stuff.
I mean, there's no way this is real, dude.
I don't think so.
Way, right? I don't think so. Can't be, bro. Cannot be, dude.
People will trade it though. That's all that matters. So let's see. So there's $8 million in trading volume across a few different pools. 274 in liquidity seems a little interesting. I'd have to kind of look and see I guess what's the ownership? Was it bundled? Whatever. Thing on Deck Screener though is like for a lot of these pools, it doesn't show like holders or anything like that. So
Also, I don't think that he would name the official Robinhood chain mascot Vlad Hood. Like, I don't think he would name it after himself.
So today we're introducing Vlad.
Interesting Jake's point of like, remember around there were a lot of these things around Trump, right? I mean, a lot.
Yeah.
But boy, if he got hacked, holy smack, this is going to be incredible.
Vlad
That's
Hood.
the only reason I'm like that he didn't get hacked. But damn, this is great. This is crazy.
That's just
dude, this is literally what we were just talking about. Like
yeah,
Paolo from fucking Tether, and here we go. This is the number one way to attract attention. And bro, if real, crazy. Absolutely bomb.
So does this mean that this is the top Robinhood then?
Yes, definitely.
People, right? People probably think it's real or they think it's a hack. They don't really know, and so I'm sure it probably pumps anyways.
Oh yeah,
but man, good hack. I wonder how long they've been sitting on that for, like that account.
It sucks that like they're only gonna make like a couple 100,000. I mean, like that's like in their head they were like, man, we're gonna run this up to $1 billion. You know, like they can't even hit 10 million.
It's at 4 million now. So Avi says, I know someone that lost their ETH deposit in a day with FWA. So it's a game of luck. Yes, it is. Got to spin the gotchas, right? Everyone talks about the success stories of gotchas. No one ever talks about all the money that's spent gambling, like never ending.
It'll be interesting to see. I mean, my guts immediately is like, I don't know. I was initially like definite hack, but then maybe not. Maybe we are in a new age where he saw fucking the stable chain thing happen today, and he was like, "Fuck it. What's the downside of this?"
I just in my head, I think he's cooler than naming his own meme coin Vlad Hood. So like, I think he's like more creative and cooler than that. That would be like an L. Like I would think like, wait, if it was the case. And so I have to go with like that it's a hack just because it's so like unoriginal.
So fucking gay.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. We'll see. This is fucking awesome drama.
Awesome drama. I saw BitMEX is closing down today. The original creator of the perps.
That's where I grew up, man. Some of my best memories in crypto on that exchange.
How much money did you lose to those like whipsaws that would just happen consistently on that?
Crazy shit of all, man.
GM Verdandi, good to see you. Hope everything's going well. NFTs coming back, maybe. Saw that NFTs were getting a run on Robinhood as well for a little bit. So
I think Alaska had a pretty big drop over on Robinhood that was pretty successful.
Yeah. Props to them. So yeah, BitMEX is shutting down. I mean, perps are. I saw that Hyperliquid now has about 10% of open interest when it comes to perps. For some reason, I always thought that it was higher, like much higher, but 10% penetration for like the amount of success Hyperliquid's had. What
has 10%?
They have 10% of all perps open.
That's Hyperliquid.
Hyperliquid.
Is Binance still the leader? No, Bybit's the biggest exchange, and then Binance futures.
I think Binance had like 40% or something like that.
Yeah, like Bybit's the biggest, and then it's Binance, and then Hyperliquid. Yeah,
something like that. But yeah, it's still, the centralized exchanges, man. They have so much power. It's really tough to break that. But one successful decentralized application at a time, you slowly kind of pick into that. I still haven't used Hyperliquid. I'm just like, I'm a little scarred from using perps back in the day. Like it's definitely, I mean, if you like gambling, like that's the way. I think I'm a little bit smarter now about how to go about it, but it's a double-edged sword. It's like, it's addicting once you start doing it. It's like, you want to go long short on literally everything, every piece of news. It's a trap.
I don't get it. I mean, most people get wrecked. I don't know what I saw. I saw on the other day on fucking, I saw it on TikTok first, and then I saw like Thread guy posting it, basically like a teenager on the bus, like we're trading perps or whatever. I'm like, bro, this is fucking retarded. This is retarded. This is not like a good thing. Oh, look, he's learning the ropes early. No, dude, He's learning to fucking lose money early. It's so stupid, dude. It's literally dumb. Like that we're encouraging fucking children to basically be gambling. It's so fucking
I
stupid.
don't think they have a choice. Like I bought a sandwich that was $35 yesterday. I don't think that.
Wait, what'd you say? What'd you buy?
I bought a sandwich that was $35 yesterday. So like,
Holy shit.
I think that's like, I don't know, like what's the minimum wage? Like $9 or $10? That's like 4 hours worth of work for a sandwich. Like you can't even buy lunch with your day's wages. So I don't know, man. I kind of think like it is the only way, to be honest. I don't think they have a chance otherwise.
Yesterday, they also introduced the Clarity Act proposal. I don't know if you guys saw this. It's actually kind of funny. The ethics write-up saying that no sitting president or politician can launch or deploy a meme coin. And then Cynthia Loomis came out to say history will remember this is the moment a president chose a higher standard of ethics than the law required of him. And literally they just got the footnotes. It's like President Trump and First Lady Melania previously launched meme coins, which generated billions of dollars.
Dude, I can't believe she was that like ignorant of it, man. It's crazy.
I mean, at this point, it's like you kind of have to do a lot of like grandstanding to kind of get this thing across. I hope so, man. I really do hope so. In other news, the SEC came out yesterday and said that vaults might actually be securities. You read that? It's kind of interesting.
Morpho's in trouble, bro. Morpho is in fucking big trouble.
Yeah, they were pointing at the lending vaults primarily, but I was reading into it, right? So I was like, we're a vault company. Like, where do we fall kind of within this situation? They did mention staking, but they spent most of their time on the yield vaults. Basically, how yield vaults work is you have kind of a vault curator. A vault curator is somebody like Morpho, or I think there's like Chaos Labs, and there's a few other ones. They create the vault, and then they allow users to deposit whatever it is, USDC, Sol, ETH, random meme coin. And then they have a kind of earn product on the back end, whether it's like Aave Earn or Morpho, I think has their own or whatever. And the users and those tokens then get lent out to the borrowers, who then have different types of strategies to generate your yields, which is, I don't know, 3% to 20% or whatever it is. And the SEC basically came out and said that a lot of these are securities. And from the sounds of it, it's because they control basically the whole vertical stack of it. Parties involved in managing these strategies, for example, by setting interest rates, deciding which assets to accommodate, setting the loan to value limits, and establishing liquidation thresholds, may want to analyze whether their activities implicate the federal securities laws. So I'm sure they probably already had a conversation with them because the SEC is really pro-business. But they just go on to say that vaults and lending strategies may implicate security laws for different ways. They say like the vault itself can be considered an investment company or investment business. It has to do with like expectation of profits and so on and so forth. Is this the first time the SEC's came out against crypto, saying maybe is it something non-favorable of saying like, you guys need to get your shit together over here?
I don't know. It's the first time in since maybe Trump's been president that I feel like, oh wow, this is like a first real negative for crypto. Obviously, it affects just a very kind of small section of crypto. I mean, not small money wise, but just like there aren't a whole swath of teams. There's really only a couple of big players, and they're this is. I mean, I don't know where it's going to go. We'll see how it goes. If they change up their strategy at all. Yeah, I don't know. I think they'll probably just keep going where they're in the direction they're going, and hopefully get some clarity down the road. Because what else are you going to do in these situations? Like you built your entire business around this. I don't know. Seems like lawsuits ahead. What do you think, Chris?
Yeah, it just seems like another shakedown. Once you make too much money, you're always going to find some regulators. You're going to find yourself on the opposition of some regulators. Just got to pay some fines. make some politics happy, and you're in the clear again.
I mean, what was it? The Anthropic deal, where they paid for their copyright violation. They paid 1.5 billion, and it's the biggest copyright settlement in the history of the world, right? But it's like, obviously, it's just a fraction of a fraction, right? It's like, well, they got to basically, scrape the entire internet, and they're paying 1.5 billion to a bunch of artists and writers and lawyers. Exactly, it's true. The lawyers probably got half a billy. Most people get nothing, and it's a legal bullshit game.
And I mean, like CZ posted about the BitMEX settlement, like where each founder, four founders, just had to pay a $10 million fine.
Each had to pay 10 million fine. Each had to be under house arrest.
Dollars, and you pay the 10 million, and you get house arrest for 18 months. So, it's a good deal. It's a good deal. At some point in when you scale a business, it's a business decision, whether it's like a risk reward. Can we get away with this for how long, and how much is it going to cost us? Like you see it happen with Citadel all the time. You see it happen with JP Morgan and all these huge funds and investment banks, and like they all fail to report properly for like Bank Secrecy Act violations and everything like that, because they earn billions of dollars and they have to pay out millions of dollars. It's a good risk reward trade.
Well, at the end of the day, it's like the regulations become so complicated that there is no like right way to meet the regulations, and so therefore only the biggest of the big survive. And I'll give an example. My brother, when they had their own trading firm, basically at the end, the end of his trading firm, they had somebody basically from the government sitting in their office all day long. Like that was the whole thing. And a quarter of their spend was just managing the paperwork, and it just became not profitable. And now there are only a handful of those companies, right? You had to be big enough to survive.
It's true.
It's called government overreach, bro. It is what it is, bro. Not free market, pay to play.
And it's a lot of it's brought on by industry themselves, regulatory capture. They don't want it.
Exactly.
They pull the ladder. They make it. They break the laws. They regulate against the laws that they broke after they've done it, and once they reach critical mass. So
let's talk about the biggest regulatory capture in the world happening right now.
Anthropic
and OpenAI, bro. This is
bigger.
It is incredible. I mean, we've talked about it a couple times. They've done an amazing job. Dario especially has spun the web of fear like nobody else, bro. I literally yesterday morning? I literally put out a meme of like, Dario, say it's escaped containment. And then like 7 hours later, Sam comes out with, oh my God, it's escaped fucking containment. It's like, dude, this was the most obvious fucking thing. We all knew this was happening. And here it fucking is, and then whatever the guy from the Treasury Secretary or whatever, like was like, we can't have other, open source models stealing our weights and shit. Bro, it's like, it's so obvious what's happening. I don't know. We'll see who wins this one. Who do you think wins, Chris?
I think that the user wins. I think like open source, like Bitcoin's the biggest open source experiment that's ever existed, the most valuable, and it continues to win. I think open source is probably the future. I think open source is like a dagger straight into the heart of these trillion-dollar companies, maybe potential multi-trillion-dollar companies. Pretty funny that Anthropic and all these companies are getting upset for like IP theft from the open source models when they stole the IP of the entire world.
But wait, how do you figure this goes when let's just roll it out that Trump puts a moratorium, and any publicly traded company so regular Americans can use open source, but any kind of publicly traded company can't use a frontier model that's not been approved, by the US government, right? Or something like that. That's possible. Like, what do you think happens in that scenario?
Yeah, but I mean, like, there's just so much more. Like right now, I don't know, is the usage coming from companies or is it coming from individuals? I guess maybe it's a mixed bag.
I think it's mainly companies.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I just don't, like, we've been through this a million times. Like, how do you ban open source, right? Like they would have banned Bitcoin a million times over if they could have. So I just think like open source wins. I think The frontier models, their edge just diminishes over time because technology plateaus at some point. And plus you only have so much compute that can run these high level models. They're constrained by the compute, which slows down their progress, which allows competition to catch up. I do think that there's a lot of regulatory capture in the AI space, but I just don't think that is the way of winning. I don't know. I think the user wins in all this, and I think open source is like the biggest power enabler to like the end user. So it might not happen overnight. I don't see how the government can ban open source models.
They can do it, dude. Dude, it's. I mean, even with Bitcoin, this was a concern. Prior to Trump getting elected, they just ban self-custodial wallets. They just make it illegal, and that just removes 95% of Americans. They're just not going to do it because they don't want to be on the wrong side of illegal. And if they made
it's like a variation of like Jevons paradox, where like not only that, like the cheaper that it gets, the more used it would be, like the higher volume capacity would come to it. More like it's like the opposite, where the more regulations come in, the more it might be used. So like we thrived in an environment of no regulations. Crypto, that's like when it was its biggest, right? But then regulations come in when you think it's going to get bigger and more mainstream. It actually gets smaller and less mainstream. So it's actually like maybe the opposite. And so if the government moves to maybe ban self-hosted wallets, there's probably a dimension of the universe that is what gains popularity of open source wallets and open source technologies like Bitcoin. No way of knowing, but a lot of times when you ban something, you see.
Oh, so you're pushing for the ban. You're like, ban it, and that way the Chinese are going to win this.
To be honest, I just don't think it matters. Awesome. I think this stuff is inevitable. I think if it was going to be stopped, it would have been stopped. I think its hardest days are behind it. It would be amazing if Bitcoin's hardest days are somehow ahead of it. That makes no sense in any universe to me. Yeah. Like it came from the darkest corner of the internet by like a group of 25 weirdos that probably worked for the NSA, and now it's worth $1 trillion. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me that doesn't win, and what does winning consist of? I think it's already won. I think it's only going bigger.
I don't know if you saw, there was, I guess the CEO of DeepSeek was on a call and gave like his 50 points of like their kind of vision, and his whole thing was AGI. That was the entire purpose of the company. It doesn't matter about apps or interface. Nothing matters except AGI. Everything they're focused on is just getting to AGI. And so it was interesting to read that. Kind of worth a read if you see it on the timeline.
I think I don't know. I think AGI is already there. I think like that is AGI. When I can ask an Anthropic model anything about anything and it knows it better than anyone that I know, I think like that is general intelligence that's better than most people.
His point on what AGI is for him is it can learn continuously. So to be able to learn continuously.
That's like more of like an ASI, but like general is just like knowing most things about most things.
What to do, right?
Super intelligence is like smarter than everyone else always at everything. But I don't know. I mean, it's obviously an interesting time. I think like these models, the world's changed. There's no doubt about it. But it's a good time to be building an AI, maybe crypto AI. I think like those are the great equalizers. Like they just work so well together. And open source AI and open source crypto obviously is kind of like
stable chain. But did you see, by the way, stable chain? So with the meme going off, that the chain actually like stopped because there was so much activity of people buying and selling the meme coin that like the chain had was down basically, which is amazing and fun.
Still happening in the big 2.6 chain.
I'm reading into this Vlad hack. Apparently the token was launched on Pawns, which is like one of the launch pads. And they've been able to assess that the person who deployed it only bought 5% of the token supply.
Interesting.
And they've just been collecting fees. Guess they've made almost 200 ETH so far. And they've just been LPing mostly. It seems like a hack, but
they had it all.
Unless Vlad wants to support his own ecosystem, he's using like one of the local launch pads.
I mean, That's the rumor, is that Vlad was he followed the Pawns team, right?
He
followed
did.
So that's like, that's, in my opinion, that's where it would be launched, if it was from Vlad. But if they came up with a better meme, instead of Vladhood for the chain.
Wait, go short that shit, bro. What's it at right now? I bet it's
the whole ecosystem is dumping. Cash Cat's down 25% now. So it seems like people are assessing it as,
well, you got to rotate, bro. You got to get out of Cash Cat and fucking into Vlad. What's it, Vlad?
Maybe that's what it is. Vladhood.
Vladhood, bro. Hey, we saw it at 2 million. We didn't get it, so we're fucked. We're stupid. It's gonna go to 200 million.
What a place to be in. Wow. What an ecosystem. Let's wrap it up today and get on with our lives. Maybe check out. Maybe I got to go ape Cash Cat at the lows. Maybe Vladhood is real and you could go get generational wealth. If it is real, that thing's gonna pump to like $500 million or something. But it seems like the whole internet is assessing it as a scam. So here's your buy low, sell high, ultimate risk, if that is the case. Until then, everyone have a fun and safe Thursday. Have a good weekend. We're continuing to grind. Turn Emblem Vault notifications on for lots of funds and surprises. Until then, everyone have a good and safe weekend. We'll see you guys soon.
There you guys.